Good morning, everyone. This is the Sunday card pick, October the 7th, and it's for the collective and the choice of their cards for numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to start with number 1, of course, and this is applicable for the week. If anything resonates with you, please take it. If it doesn't, please leave it, because this is quite a general overview. So I'm going to start now. I'm going to clear the energy, please. Angels, spirits, guys, let's clear the energy and let's have some cards for card pick number 1. Okay. And we have adjacent possibilities reversed. Adjacent possibilities is about thinking out the box and looking closer to home for help or support that's really under your nose. When it's reversed, it means somebody's not seeing something. Somebody's not seeing what is actually right under their very nose. So let's pull some tarot and let's see what else we can get for number 1. Okay, we have the Magician. I love that card. King of Pentacles. And the 3 of, excuse me, Pentacles. So this would be, the Magician would come forth, firstly, to tell you to get manifesting. He would be telling you, get the ideas out of your head, get them onto the table, get the ball rolling, but be clear and be specific about what it is you really want. He's come out with the King of Pentacles, so it's not just in relation to money. This can be about security, feeling safe, property, finances, obviously, but everything that's connected with our well-being in general. So it can be in relation to practically anything that drives us human beings. So the 3 of Pentacles here can indicate a collaboration. It's a collaboration. Normally, for me, it's off. I call it the Architect's card in my head for some reason. But it's about taking advice from a professional about a house often, or getting a home, or putting the financial plans in place to get you to the point you want to be, to actually do something. So the Magician would be telling you, really, really start getting some clarity on this, because you need to get the ball rolling. And the 3 of Pentacles would be saying very much that this is possibly a property, a place, a person, or a person who can help you, that you possibly know already, who's in your world, but you're not looking at them. You're not thinking, oh, I can get the financial advice I need for this guy or from whoever. I'm hearing the name Dave for some reason, from Dave. Or the advice about a property. So an estate agent, maybe that's why I go no one. That's why, what am I getting here? I'm getting something here. No, this is definitely, it feels like advice about a property or a home. And it's reach out to, it's like I'm being told to tell you to look through your phone book, check the names, check the people you actually know that are in your everyday world that you've forgotten about, and you're not actually thinking, oh my word, he would be the perfect person to tell me, can I get that plot of land? What would the likelihood of getting planning permission? Or would I be able to, he's a financial advisor, I never thought of him. He will be able to tell me, would I get that mortgage? So this is very much, get a little bit closer to home. But also look at law of attraction. There's some stuff on my YouTube channel just to help you get up and running with it. But it's really saying, come on, you can achieve this. You can make this happen. But get clear on what it is you actually... And look at that. What a result. You've got the wish card. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is the financial wish card, the material wish card. So they're saying, look outside the box. go through your contacts, put your thinking cap on. Who do you know? Because there's somebody way closer to home that can help you achieve your dream. And this achieving your dream will be in the form of some financial or professional advice in regards, I believe, to either getting a property, renting a property, buying a property, buying a plot of land. Now, I'm sort of being guided this week I'm going to add into the mix a soul card. These are by James Van Praagh, but I feel as if we need to also think of what's the obstacle, what do I need to sometimes concentrate on to get this desire, or what's blocking me, what's slowing me down. So you have a fantastic outcomes, number one. So, and okay, so I'm really concentrating on property because that's what's coming up for me, but it could be anything related to your financial success, or feeling safe and something which can make you feel secure. So it could be in relation to a job as well, taking professional advice, speaking to somebody at work, maybe speaking to HR or somebody you trust about how can I make this grow? How can I make something work for me, which is going to give me peace of mind, financial or financial security, job security, all of that which contributes to your long-term goal. So, okay, you've got humor here. So they're saying, basically, the Spirit know that this is a big thing for you. They do know that, they appreciate that. But at the same time, it's all part and parcel of life. And they're saying, do not get so wrapped up in pushing yourself forward and constantly focusing on the material or the finances that you actually lose your sense of humour. Just bear in mind, humour is important. It will support you. It will actually make you easier to deal with from when you're collaborating with other people and you're negotiating, if you're not so serious, so frightened of the outcome, so frightened of things going wrong and impending disaster. So for me, an absolutely fantastic guidance for the week for number ones is get manifesting, get discussing with somebody closer to home. Think out the box here, because you may well already know somebody, but go through your contacts, your list, whatever, and you have your dream is beginning to materialize or will materialize. So and do not forget your sense of humor. Okay. Where am I going? So let's put these back. And let's clear the energy. So angels, spirits, guides, can we clear the energy, please? Let's clear the energy. And we'll have clear the energy and have cards for number 2, please. Okay. So angels, spirits, guides, cards for number 2, please. What do the cards number 2 need to know or learn that will help support them in the coming week? Patience. Okay. And tarot, please. So angel, spirits, guides. Cards for number 2, collective. Ace of Cups. Wow, super. The Empress. That's really big. Okay, so for number 2s this week, there's going to be some focus or attention. The Ace of Cups represents new beginnings, new love, something that's going to fill you with happiness. It can be the beginning of a new love affair, or it can be something in your life that you have been waiting to do, which is going to begin to manifest, and it's going to be hugely abundant. The Empress represents, we saw the Magician in number 1's reading. Number 2 is the Empress. The Empress is all about delivery. The Magician gets the ideas up and running. He gets the process going. He gets it out of the head onto, begin to make you think about it and start actually manifesting. She delivers. She delivers. So she's going to deliver it could be the new romance you would like, or the beginning of the new relationship, but ultimately it's something that is going to fill you with joy. Now, patience indicates it's not reversed, so right now it would be saying they're not being terribly impatient, they're asking you to be patient a little bit longer. Now, this week could be significant for some reason. Maybe you could, the beginning of something this week, the very, very beginning, but it bodes extremely well when the Empress appears. Now, she is the card of pregnancy as well, but I really am loath to say that because people will go with that and up and run with it. But I'm mentioning it so there could be a potential for someone this week, but it's not cast in stone for everyone, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry, but that's the truth of the situation. Now, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands means success and abundance coming in, abundance beginning to happen. Something really big to you is beginning to manifest itself. Now, so it's wonderful, wonderful energy. And this is success. It can indicate travel. It can also indicate that what it is that you're dreaming, whether this could be, so it's a beginning, so it could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. It's something that you personally want, you desire. So when you actually get it, or you see that you're in the running for it and it's practically within your touch, because they're telling you just to hang on, keep hanging on, because just that little bit more patience, then it literally is, my cup is overflowing. I am so happy my cup is overflowing. You've got the Empress in the middle there. Absolute. It's definitely something fantastic, something you've been dreaming of, something you've been trying to manifest. This week you'll hear the beginnings of it, the stirrings of it, and you know this is looking fabulous. It looks as if it's happening, and then it starts to happen and takes on shape and energy much faster than you would even ever have hoped for. So the outcome for number 2 is really good in something that you are trying to manifest, whether it's a new job, a new business, new relationship, new love, new partnership, something that's personal to you. It could be getting the all clear for you might have been waiting and quite impatiently on news about your health, waiting for test results. The Ace of Cups would signify you're going to get the result you're looking for. So I'm thinking about it from all different aspects here, because it can cover health, wealth. It's an emotional card. It's something that makes you personally very happy. So what would make you happy? Well, that's different things for different people. So let's pull one more. Well, I rest my case. So in regards to, so we now have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is traditionally a relationship. It's normally about people plighting their troth, they coming together. But it can be in connection with a job. It can be you finding the right partner for you, and not so much a partnership, the right match. So the company that you've been wanting to get a job with for quite some time, it looks absolutely terrific. Setting up on your own and finding that partner to help finance it and get it up and running, it looks terrific. So finding the relationship that you've been waiting impatiently for, or trying to manifest patiently for ages, it looks fabulous. So they're really, for number 2s, there's definitely manifestation in the pipeline for you. And when it starts to be delivered, you will know happiness, you will know joy. And then it really starts to come in quicker than you ever would have hoped for. Now let's have a look at what could be an obstacle or something you may have to think about this week in regards to your manifestation, because those are absolutely terrific cards. I'd be well happy to receive that in my weekly reading. Okay, Angel Spirits, guys, let's have a soul card. What do number 2s need to think about or pay attention to this week? Worry. So this will slow the manifestation down. If you go into negative worry, overthinking, over going into analysis paralysis, you will slow this manifestation right down. You need to fight your natural tendency to worry. So as soon as you start to think, oh, it's not happening fast enough, just stop dead and say to yourself, is this supporting my manifestation? And when the answer is no, do something about it. Change how you're thinking in that moment. Go and put some music on, phone somebody, speak to a friend, light a candle, go into the garden, go for a walk. Do something that floats your boat, that takes you out of your head. And do not go into that, because you don't want to slow this fantastic energy down. I certainly wouldn't. So cards for number 2, they look absolutely terrific. So please be aware. Do not slide into worry. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clear the energy. Excuse me, for card pick number 3. Okay. So angel spirits, guys, let's have one psychic energy card for number 3s, please. And then we'll get some tarot. And what do number 3s have to, or not have to, what do number 3s, what could they learn this week that would support them? What? We've got strategy. Now we've got it reversed. So somebody, one of the collective isn't being strategic. Now strategic is a little bit similar to, but it's different. It's about playing the game. It's about networking. It's about utilizing everything you've got at your disposal to move forward. So let's see what sort of area that would be. I'm actually getting, I'm feeling this quite strongly now. I'm actually getting from this card that somebody somewhere, some of you are actually thinking, no, I don't want to contact them. They might not think I'm up to it. They might not think I'm good enough. There's a lot of negative emotion just coming out with that, negative thinking, because the thoughts will come first. I'm not good enough. And then the feeling is, I feel like poo, because I'm not good enough. Who would appreciate me contacting them? No, please stop thinking like that. Please, number 3s. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Swords reversed. We've got the wonderful. Okay. Oh! Now I've just shuffled those cards and shuffled them. I feel tempted to shuffle again, but I'm not doing it. Okay. We have, and 2 8s here, incidentally. So 8 of Swords. So this is time, the 8 of Swords is actually release from worry. It's when somebody, swords are normally communications, our thoughts, our beliefs. So we've got this very negative, I felt it, this very negative thought process, and then it changes with the 8. The 8 reverse is letting go of the negative beliefs, which are in this card here. And when number 3s let go of the negative thought process and the negative emotions which then accompany that thought process, they get success. So success, as you saw in the reading for number 2, success would indicate it coming in quite quickly, maybe the opportunity to travel. And you also got the Empress. So you got 2 of the last cards. So I'm slightly concerned that I didn't shuffle well enough. So I'm going to pull some more for that. Okay. So you would have possibly heard me say in the last reading, if you've come in at this point, the Empress is about delivery. She's about abundance. So she's going to deliver you a really good result. And the result is when you let go of this negative thinking. So it's not going to happen overnight, but you can start to challenge it, because look at your payoff. If you could actually say to yourself, if I could just stop this negative stuff that I've got going on in my head, what could I possibly achieve? And you could achieve heaps. So this is what you're being advised in the cards. So let me just, right, wow. You couldn't write it, could you? So the Hanged Man is about changing your perspective. So he's saying, look at the world from a different point of view. Try and change how you're thinking. He's saying, I've got a very unique take on things because I'm upside down here, but do I look uncomfortable? No. In fact, if anything, he has that beautiful golden glow around his head, which indicates enlightenment and understanding. Because once he changes his perspective, which in this case is your negative thoughts, your negative feelings about yourself, you get a result. And the result is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the divine opportunity coming in. The Ace of Pentacles can represent many different things. It can represent unexpected windfall, which could maybe allow you to do something that you've been dreaming about. It can indicate a new job offer. It can indicate a new home. It's a new beginning of something. It's Pentacles, so it's material. It's something material you need to live in this world. So this is all about there's something coming in for you. So you need to be ready for it. And what would... Now these cards here are all brilliant, but they're saying, to begin with, you're not being strategic enough. And what I got very powerfully, intuitively, is somebody saying to themselves, why, I better, no, I couldn't ask them. They probably don't think I'm good enough to do something or achieve something. And then when you start to challenge that thinking and change that thinking, it literally, because when she's right way up, she's pretty sort of imprisoned there, but she's imprisoned by her thoughts and her beliefs. When she's upside down, she's now being freed. So what does freedom bring? Freedom brings success, abundance, huge opportunity, but you have to change your mindset. So I hope that makes sense to you. It makes perfect sense to me, but it's probably my training coming in as well, and therapy, etc. So angel spirits, guys, let's have a soul card here. What would number threes have to think about this week? What should they also give a little bit of extra thought to? Wow, I'm not surprised. Self-esteem. That's what I got up there. So I'm not good enough. So somebody, I felt it so strongly from when I first pulled, somebody is saying to themselves, no, I couldn't. I'm not that good. They probably not think I'm good. Somebody's talking themselves out of utilizing contacts, or talking themselves out of trying, because they're thinking they're not good enough. Rubbish. So challenge that thing. And okay, this isn't a therapy session, so we don't need to do all the digging about where and when you learned that, or that belief started to form, that you first had that impression, I'm not up to it, I'm not as good as, I'm not good at, or whatever. We don't need to do all that digging. Just accept for now that it's there and it needs to be challenged. So Spirit are saying, work on your self-esteem. You can begin with affirmations, or you can begin by actually writing things down, but it has to be challenged. If anybody would like more advice, just DM me, and I'll give some exercises to do on beginning to change your perspective, as the Hanged Man says, on self-esteem. It's so important, and yet none of us really have hugely robust self-esteem issues, because we're human and we learn messages as we go along in childhood by well-meaning others, and we don't blame anyone because people do their best and they only know what they know. Right, I'm going to clear the energy of number 3, and we're going on to number 4 now. So number 4, clear the energy, please. Angel spirits, guides, can we have a psychic energy card, please, for number 4? What do number 4s need to pay attention to this week, please? The Temple Path. Interesting. Temple Path, it's nothing to do with temples, churches, organized religion. It's about spirituality. So there'll be a growing awareness in you, a growing interest in number 4s to look to things spiritual. Now, spiritual for you right now could be, and spiritual is really broad, so don't be thinking you're going to go all Holy Joe, but you're going to start being kinder, more loving, more just a better human being. A lot of us can get onto this path with an interest in cards, an interest in tarot cards, angel oracle cards, picking up on angels here, you know. So just an overall, a move towards the spiritual path, a growing interest in matters spiritual. And for me, I would have to say I started doing cards when I was in my teens, so a long time ago. But I think my formative years, the years when then there were years when I didn't do cards, but I got so interested in the spiritual church and mediumship and being in contact and receiving messages. So we'll see. Just let me know where it takes you, because it's a lovely card actually. And I love it as well, because it's all about, well, do you really think that it just ends when we die? Because I've got lots of evidence that it certainly doesn't. So let's just pull some cards, please, for number 4. Beautiful. The 4 of Wands. Symbolically, new beginning, 1111. New beginning, new starts. King of Swords. And the Sun. Really interesting. This is quite interesting, actually, a little group of cards here. So this 1111 is new beginnings. It can mean engagement, it can mean marriage, it can mean beginning to live with somebody, it can mean moving in together. It's about a new partnership. And yes, it can apply to finding the right match for you on a career level, because right now it's not actually coming out to show me that it's a personal level. The King of Swords is I'm taking this energy. It can be somebody else, but right now I'm feeling quite strongly it's about somebody in number 4's having to find your truth. The King of Swords is very much about the truth and our beliefs. So are you beginning to recognize what's important to you, especially as you're following on a more spiritual path? What resonates with you? What doesn't sit well with you? Start to pay attention to that inside yourself. Because if you pay attention to your truth and your internal wisdom, especially on a spiritual level, it will tell you the truth about a partnership. Is something good for you or not? Now, I would have to say it looks as if it would be absolutely excellent for you, because we've got the Sun, and the Sun indicates again that new beginning. He's new growth. He's all about fertility, or I'm saying he, but the Sun, it's about new life, new beginnings, new start, new era, a new cycle of life starting for you, number 4. And you could hear something this week that gets the ball rolling, or you could find this week somehow your thinking changes and you start to become aware, because very much this is also about a spiritual level. So this is quite a personal, this is a digging deep sort of readings for number 4, but it's about finding your truth. Okay, now we've got the Fool. He's not a fool. He's about a new beginning, new journey, new stage of your life. It's reversed, so it could be impeded some way. It could be being slowed down. So, but it's happening. So it may not be coming in quite yet. You may need to find yourself, your internal truth. You may need to really do a bit of digging deep. What's important to me? I've got to find out. I can't keep doing something to please other people. What's important to me? And this card of truth and honesty will tell you about something you may well be thinking of doing, or the truth about a relationship. Because this is about a partnership. This is new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Wow. So something's happening for you this week that's going to trigger this new beginning. And part of it is about your truth. It's about acknowledging and also communicating. So you may have to tell people, this is my truth. I'm not doing anything to please anyone anymore. This is my truth. I'm following my own path. So quite powerful cards, actually. And these 2 are major arcana. And these 2, especially in this reading, they're pretty important. So let's have a soul card. So angel spirits, guys, that's for soul card. What do number 4s have to think a little bit about this week? Give some consideration to. as this possibility of new life. And I have to say, number 4, that this feels quite big to me. This feels that you're on the cusp of something. It's on the cusp of something, and for me, it would be marked by years from now. You may be thinking, oh, that was before I did whatever, before I got married, before I joined that company, before I moved to Australia, because the sun represents everything coming to life. So if you've been applying for visas and you've been feeling a little bit stuck with it, I would say it's very much it is going to happen. Dig deep, find your spiritual side, accept the delay, don't be judging or kicking off about it. Find that internal peace, because things are in progress and it's coming eventually. So what do you have to give some consideration to this week? Okay, courage. So initially I pulled it upside down, so you might be doubting you can do something. You might be doubting that you've got the ability to see something through. You're having doubts. Now, on a manifestation level, the doubting can slow something down. So you've got the full reverse there. So it can be slowing that process down because you're doubting. Doubt is diluted fear, and fear is not a good point of attract. In fact, it just attracts more fear. So you need to get out of any doubt that you may be feeling. That's why you may be getting the spiritual card as well. It's about digging deep and doing what somehow soothes your soul. I feel as if I'm being emphasized, self-soothe. So you don't have to just go internally. Find a quiet space, just quiet your mind, try and meditate. It doesn't matter how it looks to other people, especially your family, because they can be our harshest critics sometimes. You've got the courage to do this. You may be in doubt just now, but even if you hear this reading and this is you, dig deep, because you can turn this on its head and achieve what it is you're hoping to achieve. You can do that much faster if you find this courage. Find the courage to speak your truth. Okay? All right. So something's just flashed up for me there. And for those of you who are maybe nervous to tell their families about their sexual preferences, then you have to bite the bullet. You have to dig deep, find the courage, and just say, this is who I am. Love me as I am. This is me in my entire being. So, but a really good outcome, number 4. You've got the sun, you've got the growth, the new period that's coming in for you. When you find the courage, when you dig deep, when you acknowledge who you really are, then you have joy coming in. You have a new partnership, new beginning, and new journey. So don't delay it any longer. Okay, it's there in the cards for you. I hope that made sense. Hopefully some of you will let me know in the comments below. And have a lovely week, everyone. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye-bye for now.